please, Miss Marina Benipayo, joining us here on stage. Sa backstage sila ngayon
kasi masarap ang chikahan na pag...
Nagmamodeling pa kaya dito
Nagtitrain pa. Okay,
magka-catwalk
call
si
on
Miss...
first our next, na makakasama.
Ayan si Miss Marina Benipayo, join us here on stage.
Hindi nyo siya pwede ma-miss. Sa sobrang tangkad at sexy niya, alam mo nandyan na siya. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Miss Marina Benipayo.
Thank you very much, Miss Marina.
For joining us. Thank you.
Ready na? Ayan
okay, next. She took her education at the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila and De La Salle University. She's an expert in organizational development, training, employee motivation, career development, and recruitment. Chief Operations Officer at, did I get this right, Imagery?
Yep.
Okay. Miss Judith Cinco.
Miss Judith Cinco, join us. Palakpakan please, Miss Judith Cinco. Ito naman na medyo kakaiba yung kanyang description sa kanyang sarili. Yung tawag sa kanya, nomad manager. Ibig sabihin, nomad, wala siyang bahay talaga. Kaya palipat-lipat yung tirahan niya. Nomad manager, founder, brainwasher, and chief collaboration officer at mooney.com.ph and co-founder of Punch Drunk Panda. Her site is called nomadmanager.com, which is about a cultural creatives guide to mindful living. I'm sure marami siyang mako-contribute ngayong hapon na ito.
She also co-owns with her husband, Bong, the export business of jewelry in Bulacan. Multitasking talaga.
Miss Jen Horn.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Jen, for joining us.
Next up, having had experience, skills, and creativity in jewelry design, she was able to grow their business, which has many of the country's top socialites and members of the elite as its clientele. Ladies and gentlemen, one of Go Negocios Filipina Entrepreneur Awardees, owner of XC Manufacturing and Trading Enterprise, Miss Donna Jao.
Donna Yao, thank you so much for joining us here on stage, along with yung CEO, Chief Executive Officer ng Galileo Enrichment, isang enrichment program which started an advocacy to promote world-class education dito sa ating bansa. It was created by an academic pool of advisors who worked together and envisioned a country with excellent math and English skills. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Miss Rowie Mati of Galileo.
Kilalang-kilala rin. Ito naman. Sino mahilig magpamasahe? Taas ng kamay.
Ayan.
Ako din. She's the marketing director of Big Apple Express Spa. Her company started in 2004 and has 20 branches all over the country. She defines herself as a woman entrepreneur who trusts her instincts and who dares to blaze trails in the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, from no other than Big Apple Express Spa owner. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rosalyn Pagunsan. Hi, ma'am, it's us again. Okay, next up. Ito isa pa, spa pa rin. Its name sounds like any other day spa out there, but Oris Spa doesn't offer massages and treatments. Ay, mali pala. Instead, the business based in Calamba, Laguna, supplies spas with the massage oils, balms, and other supplies they need to treat weary and aching bodies, and makes them with an underrated ingredient, rice bran ang gamit nila. Oris Spa is an SME manufacturer since year 2000 and a supplier to exporters and institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of Oris Spa, Ms. Cheryl Quintana.
Palakpakan please, Ms. Cheryl Quintana. And last but not the least, mula po sa Department of Science and Technology sa kanilang ICT Division, please welcome Undersecretary Bettina Kimson. Ay, Undersecretary, maraming salamat here on stage. Mga kaibigan, ito po yung ating mga women panelists for this afternoon. Ito po yung ating huling panel. We'd like to remind again all of our guests, pwede ipalabas ulit sa ating screen yung Twitter pati Facebook kung saan sila pwede magpadala ng kanilang mga katanungan ngayong hapon na ito. Now ladies, again, to all the beautiful ladies here on stage, welcome and happy International Women's Day in advance to all of you, which is going to be tomorrow. Now before we start off, it's nice to be the only male among all the lovely females here on stage.
Swerte mo ngayon,
no, diba,
RJ?
Swerte mo naman ngayon. But the question I had, I think also, Chal, kanina was very nice where we had questions about yung irritation becomes your inspiration.
Okay.
I think we can start off again here to these lovely ladies here on stage kasi beauty, health, wellness, iba't ibang industriya, pwede nyo sabihin kung saan nyo nakuha yung entrepreneurial inspiration ninyo sa inyong mga sariling mga negosyo. Can we please start off, Madam, over here po sa inyo? Ay, ito po.
Good afternoon po sa ating lahat. My name is Roslyn Pagunsan from Big Apple Express pa. Well, I got my entrepreneurial spirit or inspiration from my dad. So it runs in the family. So we had a family business, and so in the family we are all encouraged to have our own business.
Wait, gusto ko yung kwento niya. Di ba travel agency
Pakwento ng konti, oo.
Yeah, so after graduation, my dad owns a travel agency. So after which, I wanted sana to work for a bank. But then again, he requested for that I do co-manage the travel agency. So I did for 4 years. And then after which, when he wants to retire, I told him that I want to go into business. So sabi niya, what do you like? What do you like to do? Sabi niya, ba't hindi mo ipagpatuloy yung negosyo ng pamilya? So I said that, pero hindi ko hilig ang travel agency. So hindi ko siya maipapatakbo ng maayos. So sabi niya, well, of course, in a Chinese family, pag hindi ka sumusunod, talagang nagagalit ang magulang. But then again, syempre, kahit galit, nangingibabaw pa rin yung pagmamahal. So he allowed me to do what I want to do, and for 9 years now, Big Apple Express pa is serving all our customers nationwide.
So, mahilig ka magpamasahe kaya napatayo ka ng isang massage company?
Yes.
Ayan, okay. Yan yung inspiration mo, yung masahe.
Yes.
Maraming salamat. Round of applause, please. Thank you very much to Miss Rosalyn. Kay Miss Judith, kayo naman po, can you tell us a bit more about your experience?
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Judith Cinco of Imagery Watch Store. It's really not much of an irritation, but it's really a search for something to do after I lost my job.
So yung inspiration mo na walang kang trabaho?
Na-fire ka muna? Ganun ba yun?
Hindi naman. Mabuting empleyado naman ako.
Or parang na...
Okay.
Redundancy, parang ganyan? Or
Yes,
downsize?
Yes, the last company where I'm connected with, kailangan magtira lang sila ng 1/3 of the workforce here in the Philippines. So it's an international company. And I was bent on really, sabi ko, ito na yung company na last na para sa akin. Until I retire at 60, ito na. But then at the turn of events, I lost my job at age 35. Pero it's a blessing in disguise. Kaya I want also to inspire, to say to everyone na kung meron mang mga failures, mga unfortunate events that happens in your life, it can be a blessing in disguise. Because something better can come out from it. So I was not an entrepreneur. I was an employee for 14 years. And it's a good opportunity also for me because I wanted to get pregnant after 7 years of being married. So tama-tama yung panahon na yon, binigyan ako ng pera ng kumpanyang inalisan ko, so I have something to spend with. But then, after that operation, I wanted something to do. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko kasi hindi na ako pwede munang mag-employ. So, thank you for the internet. Thank you for the influence of my husband, who is an entrepreneur himself. So maganda rin na napapalibutan din tayo at ng mga tao who have also interest in the business.
Yung parang, kagaya ng unang speaker ko si Roslyn, dapat parang pag may entrepreneurial mindset yung pamilya, na-infect ka, di ba?
Yeah, but in my case, hindi entrepreneurial ang family ko. Actually, when after my last employment, my family is encouraging me to apply again. Sabi niya, maganda naman yung natapos mo, nagganto ka naman, and you have a good position sa last na pinasukan mo. But then, nagbago parang I don't feel like going to work again. So, my husband is a big influence in my decision, and I'm not sorry for it. So, maganda rin na you take, you can think of two things, no? Employment or business, and then you decide from there. Pero mas maganda kung naiimpluwensyahan ka ng mga tao na pwedeng makatulong.
Oh, dapat mga mentor ka, di ba? Whether,
Yes.
whether kapatid mo, tatay mo, o asawa mo. Very
Yes.
good.
Can you tell us more about, did I pronounce it right? Imagery? Imagery?
Ano yung imagery is?
Yes, maarte yung pangalan. Ano. It's actually pronounced as image ray.
Image ray. Social naman, image ray.
Imagery.
Image
Paano
ray.
nila pasukan yan? O nawala na ng trabaho, na-influence ni husband?
Because I am I'm a consultant and HR practitioner in nature. So I want a business that has something to do with improving the image or personality of one person. So whatever it is, and napunta lang talaga ako sa watches.
Nag-improve ng image yung mga watches. Okay. Miss Jen, very interesting lang. No, binabasa ko kanina yung kanyang resume. Alam mo, creative yan kaagad. No mad manager. Miss Min, walang bahay siya. So, Miss Jen, paki-explain lang sa amin kung ano talaga yung trabaho mo. Hindi namin maintindihan masyado. Oo.
So, hi everyone. I'm Jen. Medyo nalito nga yata kayo sa introduction ko kasi medyo marami talaga akong different interests, ganyan. On Twitter, I'm Nomad Manager. Basically, personal blog lang yun. Actually, hindi yun yung business ko.
Hindi yan pala.
My first business that I started sort of fresh out of graduation was Punch Drunk Panda. It's a retail graphic design brand. And we work with different Filipino graphic designers to create tech gear and whatnot. But I'm actually here because of Muni, M-U-N-I. So we have a website, it's muni.com.ph. And what we try to do is share ideas on mindful living. And going back dun sa irritation nga na sinasabi mo, nagsimula yun kasi I was working on Punch Drunk Panda for like 3 years na full-time. Yun lang yung ginagawa ko. Tapos parang feeling ko lang, dapat parang may hinahanap pa ako na gusto kong gawin. And may napanood din akong documentary, mabilis lang to. May napanood din kasi akong documentary na yung pangalan niya, Objectified, which is about industrial design. So, product design, mga ganun. Since nandun ako sa medyo interesting siya sa akin. Tapos, ang hindi ko ina-expect dun sa huling part ng film, biglang tinatanong nung taong gumawa ng film, yung mga taong in-interview nila. So, okay, so gumagawa tayo ng lahat ng mga produktong to. Anong nangyayari sa kanila pag natapos na yung consumer sa product na yun? So parang, I watched that siguro 1 year into doing Punch Drunk Panda. Tapos parang nandun lang yung thought, yung guilt. Pero nandun lang siya sa back of my head. Until parang, life experiences and whatnot, biglang I felt like I needed to do something. And then dun sa personal blog ko nga, Nomad Manager siya dahil yung goal ko, I didn't want to be in a corporate job kasi, I respect people who are in corporate jobs. It's just not something for me. So medyo itchy-souled person ako. So kailangan may liberty ako, meron akong time to myself. So yung blog ko was really about location independence, ganyan. Pero nakita ko na I was blogging about yung mga green practices, mga entrepreneurs who are more socially and environmentally conscious dun sa mga products na ginagawa nila. And I felt like there should be a platform or a collaborative community where people can get together and exchange ideas, things like that. So si Muni, dun siya nagsimula, dun sa idea na yun na I wanted to share this awareness with people about, better consumer behavior and parang malaman din ng mga tao na, kasi marami din, when we started the community, parang akala ng mga tao mag-isa lang sila nag-iisip na, sana mas environmentally aware yung mga tao. They felt like they were alone. So what I wanted to do with this community is make people realize, hindi, maraming tao nag-iisip katulad nyo, maraming tao gusto ng mas magandang mundo, sino bang may ayaw, di ba? So that's kind of what I try to do. We do this through content, design, product, and event collaborations. So before, passion project lang siya. But when you find a passion then that you feel really strongly about, you also want to make it sustainable and do it more often.
So yung negosyo mo is basically advocacy na naging, nag-start online.
Yes.
Na naging community na rin.
It started as a blog, pero dahil nga, you have to take the online, offline eh. Parang
that's right.
important na nagkikita yung mga tao, talagang nag-exchange ng ideas, and doon din talaga nagkakaroon ng mga collaborations, which is like, what's great about an event like this is, alam mo yon, hindi mo lang siya nakikita sa TV, hindi mo lang siya nababasa sa dyaryo. Itong opportunity na to, pwede kayong mag-connect with different people.
Tama.
Collaborate. ganyan.
Actually, yan yung uso na rin ngayon, di ba? Pwede ka mag-vlog, tapos may community, nagiging event. So, it's very hard to describe, but now you made it also clear to us. It's more of creativity and a community base. Okay, kayo naman po, ma'am, paano nyo napasukan? Irritation ba yan sa Jewel?
Hi, I'm Donna Jiao, and the initial reason why I became an entrepreneur was because I married young.
You married young po. Oo.
Yes, at the age of 16, I'm married.
So ngayon po, you're 17. Ilang taon na pa kayo ngayon? 17, 18?
I'm Lola of 7 apos. Anyways,
seven. Oh.
so I'm the eldest in my family, and my mother would always ask me, because she had a pawn shop business, to report for work after school. Walang pasyal, walang barkada, nothing. At the age of 12, I learned how to look at gold, colored stones and all. Because from that age, she said, you have to learn.
Sa pawn shop business po yan, natuto
Yeah,
kayo sa
because
pawn
my
shop.
mom
Oo.
had one pawn shop then. So with that, then I got married after 4 years. So 12, 16. So parang, and I wanted to become a doctor, but sabi ko, I cannot be a doctor at the same time having children.
Opo,
So to
oo.
make the long story short, that's the reason why I became an entrepreneur, because I wanted to make money faster. I learned the trade. For 4 years, I was able to learn the trade. So parang, and of course, it was my mother that that guided me through it. So it was a forced, but I'm not encouraging young women here to marry.
No, we were just showing
I'm
na
not.
may pangangailangan rin kayong dati na parang, okay, I need to earn this earn this much money for this because I have a family also. And then this is what you came across with, that yung mga jewelry po.
Yes, because that's what I know. But I'm happy because I think I excelled in that field, being able to go through.
Ma'am, we're very sure because you're here now today sharing it with us.
Na-motivate pa kayo ng jewel. Na-motivate kayo, nagamit nyo yung mga karanasan po ninyo from the pawn shop business and you were able to enter a new business, which was jewelry. That's inspirational in itself. Hindi ba po?
Yes,
right.
that's right.
Yusek, kayo naman po, can you please tell us a bit more about your story here on the panel?
Well, basically, I raised my children in the States for 18 years. At that point in time, they were all in school already. So I said, what am I going to do now? So I said, I don't really want to go out there and work as a clerk at my age, no? Kasi there'll be young people, older, telling me what to do, and I'm so old already. So I decided, no, I want to go home to Manila. Because I think in Manila, it's easier to start your own business.
Opo.
So when I got here, I don't have a major story of how I became who I am. It's more in line wherein I just saw the opportunity. There was this software product that was made for the use, payroll system for the use in the office of my family. And then with that, I said, well, since you made it, let's go out and market it. So that's what I did. And then from there, I got deeper and deeper into the software career, became very involved in the Philippine Software Industry Association, and recently, last year, I joined government. I was asked to join government. So I'm
Wow.
not from the government.
No, but that's para sa akin inspirational yan because technically, uwi ka dito, wala ka talagang negosyo, pero you were just looking for any opportunity which you could. How did you do it? Medyo nakakatakot yan. I mean, you're coming from the States, you came back here, wala ka negosyo, then you're looking for opportunities left and right. I'm sure at the start, medyo, that was a bit scary for you.
Well, I guess a bit, yes. But I just felt that being in Manila, kasi sa Manila naman, di ba, parating nagne-network mga tao, yung mga kakilala mo, yung mga ganyan. That's how things work here, di ba? So they usually help each other out. And as I went through the process, I just happened to know some people in business. So I said, hey, you make a look. this is my product, do you think you can use it? And obviously, as you go through the process and talk to more people, you start getting more experience in the business processes, and then your solution improves and improves, and it gets to a certain level that people recognize as good.
Ma'am, you are with DOST, and I know DOST has been very active with helping entrepreneurs talaga, no? Women who came to DOST and asked for help, mas marami na ba ngayon ang mga negosyanteng Pinay?
Yes. Quite simply, there's a lot of mga Pinay na nagnenegosyo. In fact, this morning, I just opened up a talk with precisely on gender and development. And there were these senior citizens and there were these other ladies that were in the classroom wanting to know what to do now that they have their retirement money, where should they go, you know, how should they start a business. So it was very interesting.
Alright. Itong next na magkakwento sa atin. Ako, hindi pwedeng hindi nyo kilala to. Galileo Enrichment. Ma'am, tell us how you got into it.
I come from a family of entrepreneurs. So for us, for a lot of Filipinos, they send their children to school so that when they graduate, they can go work for a corporation. In our family, it's different. You go to school, but while you're studying, you have to start working already. So for us, as early as 5 years old, they give us responsibilities already. My mom had a school. My dad was into transportation. Since girl ako, so I was with my mom. So at 5, she would make me count the things that they sell in the canteen. We started with bottles of soft drinks. And then when I got to 8, more items. So for us, dinner is talking about business. When we get together with our other members of the family on a Sunday, it's talking about business. So for us, we grew up that way. So lahat kami, we were already thinking what we're going to put up when we grow up. Or if we're going to help out a member of the family. So as we were growing up, but they will not force you. So they'll tell you, oh, help out. Is this something that you want to do? So as early as you're in elementary, they're already telling you, try to see what you want to do. So ganun kami lumaki. So for us, it's really, hindi kami binibigyan ng allowance. We have to work for our allowance.
Wala kayong allowance?
We have to work. Every day, you have to do something, kahit a little, because you go to school, di ba?
Wait, that sounds okay para sa mga anak natin, ah. Sige.
Oo, kasi then you learn responsibility also and the value of money.
Correct.
And then, during the summer, we enroll in activities, pero we have to allocate days that we have to go in either the office of my mom or the office of my dad to get our allowance. So that's how we get our allowance to be able to spend something in the summer. And they won't let us go with our friends kung hindi kami nag-work ng, let's say, 3 days in a week during the summer. So we grew up that way.
Child labor.
Oo. And we
Parang ganyan.
And we start from the bottom. So inventory ka muna, bago ka aakyat. Then later on, when I was in high school, they make me compute yung mga receipts that we get. So accounting. So parang training. We're not Chinese, but I think that's very Chinese.
But that's a very good
yes.
Buti na lang po ngayon lang nalaman natin kasi pag hindi, the DSW damin kayo.
Pantay bata yan.
Mahirap pa yan. Nandiyan may taga-DOST pa naman dito. Oh.
Hindi nyo nasagot yung sa Galileo Enrichment. Paano nyo pinasukan nyo? Ano yun? Business na ng family nyo or kayo yun mismo?
I grew up in a preschool. So my mom put up a preschool when I was 2. So I grew up in a preschool. So she said, oh, when you grow up, you can either help me out or do something else. Pero siguro in her mind, sana she'll like this, no? So I grew up in the school and I learned to love working with children. That's how I got into education. But she always would tell me, when you help out, you have to make a difference. Hindi pwedeng kung ano na yung nandyan, itutuloy mo lang. So she said, at that time when I graduated, sabi niya, anong pwede mo idagdag? Actually, kami yung nag-start ng enrichment program in the Philippines, yung after school. Kasi before, it's really just tutorial. Now, there are a lot of different activities that are not tutorial. So it's our family that started the idea of enrichment program.
Galing. Arami na natutuwang mga bata dito. Buti na lang wala si mami at si daddy dito. Hindi naririnig. But that's actually very good training. A lot of successful entrepreneurs, ganyan din yung kwento.
I know.
Okay.
This one, very interesting.
RJ, lalayo na ako, ha?
Ayan, ito.
Nakakaya.
Ito yung mga...
Supermodel,
Itong interesting story. I want to see how Miss Marina can make kwenta how she transformed her story of being a model into a career, di ba? Into helping other models also prosper as well. Miss Marina, kwento yung life story mo naman. In 5 minutes, sige na.
3 minutes na lang.
3 minutes, sige.
First of all, no, I would like, narinig ko yung mga kwento nyo, I feel privileged to be in the presence of these empowering women. Pero honestly kasi, nung in-invite ako para dito yung Go Negosyo, I do not have a business, no? But I am in the business of helping other people and parang in the business of helping other people brand themselves,
Correct.
market themselves to better, parang give them a better self-image while siguro managing their business or planning for their own future. Nag-start kasi ako, I've always had itong spirit na kailangan lagi ako nagwo-work. Kailangan ko lagi gumalaw, no? So, even in college, I was a working student. I worked in a fast food restaurant. And then, di ba doon sa SM, North EDSA, yung Cinderella, katapat lang noon, no? So, tangkad ko. Tapos yung uso pang hair nun, yung may fountain sa, ganyan, di ba, sa taas. So, kita-kita, may fountain na hair.
Anong taon yan? Fountain.
80s! Ay, na-booking. It was in 1985. So I was 5 years old then. Child labor na. So, nag-work ako doon and then I was parang discovered there and yung earring ko nahulog. Tapos, and also at the same time, si Rene Salud discovered me, no, as a mentor. But then, so I started modeling and then he made me join the Binibini. But at the same time, I was studying. Hindi ako mapakali. Sabi ko, I need to work all the time. So I held siguro 2-3 jobs at the same time, no, in addition to the modeling. And I tried teaching also as a teaching student. And then, well, syempre, fast forward ko na sa 90s, tsaka ano. Anyway, tuloy-tuloy, nagkapamilya na ako. I have 2 boys. They're now teenagers. What inspired me most talaga, yung sa buong process of my life was when I had my 2 boys, I became a single parent. No? So sabi ko, ganun lang yun eh. May papalakihin kang anak, kailangan mo magtrabaho lalo, di ba? Push yourself more. And then, I wasn't really into dwelling yung sa mga negative na nangyari, no, sa buhay. And I really accepted challenges. I think part of the reason kung bakit, I'll be 46 this month. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, even if you don't look like it.
I think what really propelled me to move was my sons and what made me last this long, kasi it's my 27th year as a model also, is the fact that whenever I encounter challenges, wag na natin i-enumerate, whenever I encounter it, I always faced it head on and hindi nawawala yung tawa ko eh. Kasi ang hirap. What I realized is, di ba, kung iiyak mo, sige, iyak mo, pero sabi ko, iyakin ko to, pero 2 weeks lang.
Wait, Miss Marina, pipigain ko na, kasi nasa branding of self-image, di ba? Tips naman dyan. Tips naman para, gusto ba makarinig ng tips how to brand yourself? Ayan, ready na, biglang umupo yung isang babae ng gano'n.
Tapos mo yung story, Miss Marina. Sige po.
Ito yung natutunan ko. In modeling and in any job that you have, no? What's really important is the first impression that you give to other people, all right? First and foremost, ang ngiti is very precious, di ba? Okay ang ngiti. Pero syempre, yung posture natin is also, bigyan ko kayo ng sample, total, ano oras na ba?
Go ahead.
4:30. Tayo tayo lahat.
O yan!
Tayo lahat.
Makakatulong to.
So, pwede ito ba sa lalaki o sa babae? Okay lang po, Miss Marina.
Lalaki at babae, okay lang.
Okay.
Okay. Now, ang impression kasi, ang first impression sa inyo, remember no, when you go inside the room or, halimbawa, ma-escort kayo sa debut, lalaki o babae, the first 4 seconds that people see you, may nabubuo ng kwento. Di ba?
Ilang seconds?
First 4 seconds.
4 seconds? Okay.
First 4 seconds. Even, di ba, you know that, tayo pa mga Pinoy, di ba? Yung mga artista nga, sa TV lang natin nakikita, may kwento na. Di ba? So, it's the first 4 seconds. So that first 4 seconds, you should be able to establish at least a good first impression. Now, it starts with, again, lagi ko sasabi, smile, tsaka posture. Now, there are only 3 points to remember sa posture. 3 points lang. Kasi, di ba tayo, pag napapagod, gawa-ganyan tayo. Di ba? Pagod ako. Di ba, ganun lagi. But, di ba, it sends a negative message, no? Bakit natin kailangan paalam sa tao na pagod tayo, di ba? People don't need to know how tired we are. They don't need to know kung ano yung mga problema natin or challenges because wala silang kinalaman doon, di ba? Okay, so number 1, the neck, itong neck natin, pag napapagod tayo, laging nagsaslant, di ba? Pagpagod. The problem is, the more that we do that, the more tayo yung breathing natin hindi nare-regulate, yung blood flow, kaya lalo tayong napapagod. Di ba? So, think of your neck and your chin, they should be at a right angle, 90 degrees, so ang leg nyo dapat diretso. Hindi ko sasabing militar, diretso to, diretso. And then, yung chin ninyo, yung baba, should be parallel to the floor. Or, tingnan nyo yung eye level nyo lang. Okay? Eye level. And then, idiretso nyo yung leeg ninyo. Okay? Do you feel a slight improvement dun sa posture nyo?
Yes, I feel like a CEO.
Alright. Now,
Feeling ko supermodel na ako eh.
dapat ganon kasi, alam niyo sa mga pageant, di ba, you don't see candidates going like this.
Correct.
Nawawala yung face. So, when people see you, you should show them your whole face. Okay? Yung buong mukha. Okay, so that's why I told you nga to, yung tingin nyo dapat diretso.
Okay.
Alright? So they could see the most out of you. Okay, so that's the start lang, no, yung leeg. Yung dito kasi sa likod, pagka yung leeg natin naka-forward, lalo tayong okay? And then, bilisan ko na yung dito sa gitna. Di ba, lagi natin problema yung gitna natin.
Okay, hindi ako yung lalabas yung bilbil ko dito.
Ano ba lagay ng girdle na lang? Girdle na lang ba yan?
Girdle mo, di ganun din, di ba? Pagtanggal mo, ganun na naman. Okay.
So ano, sit up na lang, sit up, liposuction?
Hindi, well, yun yung long term.
Long term.
Di ba? Pero if you want to start, eto, kung gawin nyo to, I guarantee you in 2 weeks, at least maramdaman nyo yung pag-tone ng muscles nyo.
Okay, gusto ko na yan.
Okay. Yung dito kasi is all muscle, di ba? Sa katawan natin. So, halimbawa, lagi tayong naka-loose clothing or, you know, hindi yung nakahalata yung bewang, mas nasasana yung muscles natin na wala lang, na hang loose lang, di ba? Okay, kasi we're not training our muscles, no, to contract. Kaya, pagka gusto na natin mag-tuck in, tama ba? Hindi, mag-tuck ng shirt.
Mag-tuck in the shirt. Tama.
Mag-tuck ng shirt, parang meron tayong,
konting,
di ba, may bilbil. So dapat,
Okay,
even if nakamaluwang kayo na clothing, yung muscles nyo dito, nako-contract ninyo. So ito, pag sinasabi ko kasi i-contract yung muscles, it's muscle isolation. Hindi ko sinasabi, pasok mo ganun, tapos yung buong, di ba? It's not that, no? So it's the muscles here. So if you focus yung dito, ginagawa ng mga babae yan eh. Di ba, pag may nakikita kayong mga gwapo, ganyan, gusto nyo, no, pag naka-gown kayo, di ba? Di ba? Ganyan,
naka-focus kayo lahat, di ba? Naka-focus.
Di ba? Di ba? So, you have to contract the muscles here. Or kung gusto nyo, isipin nyo may magnet, no? May bakal dito, may magnet sa gitna. Ipasok nyo. Okay, nagagawa nyo? Can someone erase niyo yung kamay nyo kung kaya nyo
Ilabas
yun?
yung mga magnets ninyo. Okay, girls.
Kasi actually matagal yan yung posture. Pero imagine nyo na nagmamagnet yung front and back. Dito, below the belly button, front and back, nagmamagnet.
Pag magnet, na-imagine ko refrigerator. Pagkain.
Pero
okay.
yun eh. This one and the right angle here. If you can do that, i-notice nyo kahit sa mga katabi ninyo, no? It's a big improvement na sa posture.
That's right.
Alright? Kasi, di ba, the first 4 seconds is very important. So ako, pagka sa seminars ko and the workshops, laging yun ang tinuturo ko una. It's really posture. Kasi what use is a smile if you have a bad posture? Di ba?
Para lahat ngayon ng mga kasama ko sa stage, mga supermodel ngayon.
full
Grabe.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you, Miss Marina.
Marina.
Palakpakan, please.
4 seconds.
Tingnan mo yan, oh.
May kwento na. Ako 4 seconds, 3rd second pa lang, tumatapa na ako.
Nemplang ka na.
Miss Cheryl.
Miss Cheryl naman mula sa, may turo pagdating sa modeling. Ito naman turo sa spa at massage po. Paano pa ito, Miss Cheryl? How did you start off again? I remember before kinento mo sa amin, how did you start off kasi mahilig ka mag-spa?
No. But we met kasi, di ba, with an entrepreneur.
That's right. We went with
gave a
entrepreneur.
talk. Yeah. Orai Spa actually is a supplier. We're not a spa. We supply to spa. So we are a manufacturing business. I started this company 13 years ago with no brand. What we were doing are we toll pack for other brands. So we toll manufacture. If your brand is like this, then isusupply namin yan. After 10 years of doing that, we stumbled upon Rice Bran, or locally known as Darak, which is really very nutritious and is already popular in Japan, Korea for beauty products. Ano siya, sought after. And yung inspiration ko for entrepreneurship is probably, I came from a family na typical na sinasabi ni Miss Rowie. We're not encouraged to do enterprise. In fact, after graduating from UP, and then I started doing mga after 4 years of working, parang they were like, gusto mo lang palang magtinda, nag-aral ka pa sa university.
Baliktad.
Parang ganon.
Oh.
Oo. Tapos, nirecruit ko pa yung asawa ko, who is a PhD graduate. So parang lahat sila, siraan yata ng ulo to mga to. So, there was no family support then. Pero ngayon, syempre, everybody happy na. So, ang inspiration ko, I think, yung the way you were brought up, even if hindi naman ini-encourage or parang hindi clear-cut na sinasabi, oh, you have to be this. The way I am bringing up my kids now, kasi I have 4 kids, ini-encourage ko sila. Baliktad naman from where I came from. So, like si Miss Rowie, ganon, sinisweldohan ko sila ngayon, yung aking 4 kids. Before kasi, hindi ganon, pero you have to work for anything that is parang given to you sa family. So, you work hard. Yung mga values na yon were inculcated na, which now ko lang siya na-appreciate na this is what you need pala to do better in life, whether entrepreneurship or career or what have you, or even as a mom lang, or yung full-time. So I think yung inspiration more of is when I started a family, I wanted to be with my kids. So we don't have a stay-in helper up until now. Malalaki na sila. So it's a very I learned the lesson of entrepreneurship each day of my life now.
Michelle, it's very interesting kasi kanina, di ba, siya lumalabas dyan, hindi lang sa panel na to, pati yung panel kanina, na karamihan sa ating mga kababaihan, yung rason nila pagpasok sa entrepreneurship is really because of becoming a mother, or motherhood really changes them and motivates them to become mothers.
Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na kulang ang kita ni husband, ha?
Oo, hindi naman. Ibig sabihin, kasi ibig sabihin, it just becomes a jumping, like for me, even as a dad,
better life.
Di ba, naging inspiration yung bilang, tatay na ako, di ba? I should do something more for my kids.
Correct.
That's why you get inspired. But what I want to know rin is, kagaya ng kanina, yung second question namin sa panel kanina is, what's nice about, I work with my wife for the business, at may nakita ko mga traits ng kababaihan which make them very good entrepreneurs versus men, di ba? What do you think naman, in your opinion, ay yung mga traits ng pag-iisang babae which really help you out a lot to be a good entrepreneur? Because di ba, we're very different in terms of how we think. Like for example, kami, Chal, when I work with my wife, ako, very big thinker. I can think of the whole business. But yung mga small details, hindi ko kaya.
Sa amin talaga yun.
But that's why, so my wife, I say, I believe you can do this one. Let me think of the bigger picture. But siya naman yung mga small details. And they're both equally important para maging successful yung negosyo. Para sa ating mga women entrepreneurs naman, ano pa yung mga kalidad ng kababaihan that you think help you out? Let's start naman others with Miss Cheryl going back down over here. Miss Cheryl, kayo po.
Ako kasi, our story ng husband ko, he now joined me with Arise Paspa Solutions. It's our family corporation now. I recruited him 5 years ago lang.
I've recruited him.
Parang network marketing, na-recruit ko yung asawa ko.
Na-recruit ko siya, pinay-rate ko siya talaga kasi he was doing environmental consultancies na sabi ko, sali ka na lang sa akin because I've been paying a lot of consultants doon sa business. Ang mamahal.
Bayaran na lang kita.
Yun. So, pinay-rate ko siya, payag naman siya. I think, one of the best traits siguro nating mga babae for entrepreneurship are we're very good in setting up directions. Yun. Ako kasi, I'm not really very particular with details. I'm not a micromanager type. Pero, I set directions and system, then, gumagana na. Siya actually yung operation, siya yung mas madetalye. But the decision kung saan pupunta, kakaliwa, kakanan, then I do that.
Yan yung totoong boss. Boss of your husband, di ba? Yan yung talagang magaling.
Kunwari. You need to submit pa din.
Miss Marina, kayo naman po.
Libre konsulta. For me, it's really perseverance. But perseverance na hindi yung sige-sige ka lang, no? Sige lang. Perseverance at the same time, doing your research, asking people who know, di ba? And studying yourself also, knowing your limitations and capacities. Kasi being persevering is really, yun yung parang nagiging gasolina mo. Di ba? Yun nagiging gasolina mo to go on. And kahit ano pa mangyaring problema sa business, hanapan mo na solusyon.
For me, I think women are, since we're mothers, nurturing, loving, and compassionate. Nurturing is important in business because you have to take care of everything. First, the employees that you'll get. Kami franchise, so we work with other individuals. So it's like marrying other people and letting them run your business. So you have to take care of everyone. Loving, if you love your child, you're willing to do everything. You'll persevere, you'll sacrifice to succeed. At saka compassionate, it's important that you know how other people feel. You know the customers, you know your employees, you know the suppliers. Kasi pag entrepreneur ka, lahat kausap mo from top to bottom. Pati yung driver, pati yung kargador,
Pati yung janitor na naglilinis,
pati yung
diba?
janitor na naglilinis, lahat yan papakisamahan mo. It's not like a professional, kung ikaw yung presidente, you just talk to people your level. If entrepreneur ka, from top to bottom.
Yan yung napansin ko from moving from corporate life to entrepreneurial
okay,
life.
see?
Hindi pwedeng, boss lang ako, I can't do the dirty work, kayo nang bahala. Dapat ito from thinking up to doing, nandyan ka di ba?
So I was talking I got someone to help me who's a professional. Siya rin, sabi niya, nahirapan ako Sabi niya, kasi dun sa pinanggalingan ko, lahat kami same level. Sabi niya ngayon, kausap ko lahat. Sabi ko, ganyan talaga.
Ganyan
And
talaga.
it can be done. That's the only way I think an entrepreneur will succeed.
Agree. Yusek, kayo po.
Passion. Women are very passionate in the things that they do. They give their all. Second to that, I believe, is perseverance. And the last one is persistence. In fact, I've never had a boss before. Now that I have a boss, he always say, "Ang kulit mo," he always tells me, because I'm so persistent. And I say, well, through persistence, sometimes I get what I want. So that's something you should learn.
Madam, kayo po.
I would say knowledge of the business itself, the ins and outs of the business. And then we should be focused. As she said, it should be nurtured. You focus on what you're doing. Huwag kang sabog. Kailangan laging determined ka to do what's supposed to be done. And then, as she said, passion. Yes. because there's passion, there should be discipline to achieve excellence. With us, with my business, with our business, it's a husband and wife partnership. So, mas may eye for excellence yung husband ko. Ako naman, mas madaldal ako at mas, how would I say it? Mas, I would say, I would easily be able to approach a person like that. So, siya yung sa production and I would be the marketing. So, that's the tandem that God has blessed us with.
So usually talaga yung, that, you know, if you're, especially for a husband and wife team, no,
Yes.
you find your correct position in the company, di ba?
Yes.